Hello students, today we are going to discuss about georeferencing and its importance. Yes, till now we have discussed about projection systems, what is geographic coordinate system, what is projected coordinate system, why are they useful, why are they important, and how it is useful in GIS. Now, today the next topic which is very important, which is known as georeferencing. A georeference data means what? Let's see what is georeferencing, how it is done, and how it is useful to us, right? So moving forward, you can see here that is georeferencing process, right? Georeferencing process means what? Here, now you have to just look to it what I am saying, that when I have shown you the data, the image of Earth, which was not on a flat surface, it was on a circular and round surface. What was the shape of that? Which is also known as geoid, which is also known as spheroid, which is also known as what? Which is also known as ellipsoidal, right? So the all data are taken on the globe only, that is Earth, and all data are taken on the Earth only. Now what we have done, we have given the projection systems, and we have tried that in which projection system the all data on the surface of Earth, on the geoid will be seen properly to us on surface. That is what we have decided. UTM will be good for us, WGS 1984 datum is good for us, and we can see all the data very properly. Now here the terminology comes which is known as georeferencing. What does that terminology says? We will see here. Georeferencing is the process which is done in GIS specially, right? GIS is a software, we all know that is Geographical Information System. There are various numbers of softwares available in market, that is open source and also the proprietary softwares, right? The very first step which we are doing when we open the software is the georeferencing process. And yes, now you have to study how is georeferencing done and why it should be done, right? So georeferencing means what? Here I will give you 2-3 examples. You need to understand through that examples, right? So here, first of all, when I open any image in the software, take an example. If I open my photograph taken from the mobile and I am opening that photograph in any random application of photo editing, when I open, I need to see that which type, which shape, which color, which contrast should I keep. I need to decide that, right? So similarly in georeferencing, when I open any image or when I open any data, the first process was what? The first process that data should accurately fall on the position, that if it is taken image or if it is taken data of India, then when I open a software, that should fall on India only, right? Now what should fall and how should fall? You hope you haven't understand. Yes, let's make it clear what I am saying, right? So when you open a GIS software, any random software, if you open a Microsoft Word, you see that white color page, WordPad comes, and we start writing into it according to the requirements, right? Which font size and all. Similarly, when you open a GIS software, that software contains a white plain software background, and you can do the operations into it, right? That operations needs to be performed after doing the georeferencing of data. The white surface, when you open a GIS, any GIS software, white surface comes, and that white surface is actually the flat projected map. That is the flat surface which is having latitudes and longitudes already inbuilt. But what project coordinate system, that we have to decide and we have to give to it. So when you open a photograph of India, that on that flat surface, it should fall on India only. But if it is not falling, then you know that georeferencing is not done, and that is why georeferencing process is required in GIS. Understood? The data which we are having should accurately fall on that position only in GIS software, that is known as georeferencing process. If it is not falling on that flat surface, then we need to do the georeferencing process. We need to give the projected coordinate system, geographic coordinate system accurately, and hence then only we can use that data. Now, here I would like to give you an example. You all know that right in any mobile, in random mobile, if we click a image, you will see that it will fetch some data of location. Yes, it will give you the name of the location that photograph is taken here, right? Any random. If it is, if you are knowing, you are not knowing, mobile has that data, does not has that data, but some data will be fetched into that image. That is actually what georeferencing only. You get the accurate location that where you have stand and where you have clicked that image. That is georeferencing. But when you open an image and which is taken in India but it is showing in taken in America, then it is a wrong information. You will not get any solution related to in a right particular manner. So here in GIS we use many types of data, that is scanned maps, digital maps, satellite images, remotely sensed images, handmade drafted images can be used for georeferencing. AutoCAD files we are using in GIS, right? So here what are they doing? The photograph which is taken in India should fall in India only. That is georeferencing. So here georeferencing, how it is done? If I have an image of, for example, of Ahmedabad, that is a scanned map only, a year old map I have, and when I am opening in GIS, it is showing me GIS interface, it is showing that it is shown in Surat, but actually it is wrong. It has a latitudes and longitudes of Ahmedabad, but it is showing in Surat. Now that wrong information will be interpreted from that image, and which is not a good solution, which is not a right solution. What I will do, I will simply take a ground control point, or I will simply take a 4 points of Ahmedabad city, and what I will do, I will stretch that wrong image to the right points of the latitudes and longitudes. That is georeference, georeferenced data. Right, I have a right image of Ahmedabad and I have a wrong image of Ahmedabad which is falling in Surat, but I want to bring that, I want to overlap that on the right image of Ahmedabad. I will just take some points of the right image which is known as ground control points. That points, the correct points from where I can bring that wrong image to the correct position is known as ground control points. Right, so that are the points which I am taking and I am georeferencing that image, and hence afterwards only I can use that image for solving any kind of problem. Right, so this is very basic process which is done in GIS, georeferencing of data, georeferenced data. Anywhere, any data if you use, you have to just see when you open in GIS that it is falling in exact location or not. If I am getting the data of USA and that data is falling in Canada, then there is some mistake into it and I need to correct that mistake by giving it right information of latitudes and longitudes. Yes, we can use the GPS points also for making it correction. But nowadays, georeferenced things we are using in day-to-day life. I know the exact latitudes, longitudes, I know the exact position, I know the exact image where it is taken, and I am getting the information of it, right? So I have all kind of georeferenced thing. So actually georeference here definition says that what, that is a image is converted into the digital part, it is converted into the file coordinates, it is converted into what projected maps, coordinate systems, it is converted into it, and we get a accurate position, accurate data which is known as georeference data. And hence it has one uniqueness, that it is not globally done, it is done domain by domain. If I want to do only for Ahmedabad, I can do only for Ahmedabad. If I want to do only for Gujarat, I can do only for Gujarat. That is georeferencing process. Student, understand please, in this chapter and in the further modules also, georeference data is very important. Till now we have discussed coordinate system, projection coordinate system. Every now all the modules or all the chapters or all the other processes in GIS are related to this process only, because this is very first process and now we will go to the further processes. So that is known as georeferencing. Moving further, now here I have shown you, you can see here there are various types of georeferencing system. Which are the georeferencing system? Here I would like to draw your attention that the very first we are giving the place's name. Right? Many years ago, if I tell you the example, 10 years ago, you have seen we didn't use much of latitudes and longitudes. We were not using the any Google Maps application. What we were doing, we were just giving the specific names to the street are also given. Yes, you know that many streets are given the specific names, the postal codes, everything was given. You know that postal pin codes are very much important, because that pin codes are helping to fetch the areas. Right now also, if you see, if you have not written the correct pin codes, it will lack you for your services, it will lack for the postal services, because pin codes are the one which can fetch the area. If my address is somewhat wrong, but if pin code is right, then I can fetch it very well, because it is being given by area to area, city to city, or it is been divided properly in proper manner. So that was the thing. Now you can see that postal addresses, postal codes, linear referencing systems. Linear referencing systems means we have particular road names, we have particular network names, all systems we are fetched into it, and we are upgrading our all infrastructural systems and everything related to civil engineering also. And right now you have seen that we are using GPS, which is very accurate and which has good information, which has particular perfect information, and that GPS data, that latitudes and longitudes only we are using in GIS, right? So this is just the systems. You have to remember the systems, that before what systems and now what systems we are using, what new technology is going to come further also. That is georeferencing system, and georeferencing systems are basically used to give the perfect location of any data or related to the earth surface. Means this system is only provided to the spatial data, right? Georeferencing words comes to the spatial data only, it does not come to the non-spatial data, right? So georeferencing system is very important, and you have to remember this georeferencing system, what is georeferenced data and how georeferenced data is used and what can be done into it. Yes, once data is georeferenced, you can use for the further processes, and accordingly only we can delineate that what is done and what is to be needed to done.